Consumers are unaware that the fruit they eat from the supermarket has been treated with a product called Smart Fresh. Now, before I get into what Smart Fresh is, I want you to see it in action. First, they place the fruit in a hermetically sealed chamber. Then they drop the Smart Fresh into some water to form a gas, and then they lock up the gas chamber nice and tight. They leave the fruit there for about 24 hours so that it can soak up all the gas, and voila, your fruit has been contaminated. Smart Fresh. Now, let's look at an apple that's been treated with Smart Fresh and compare it to an apple that hasn't been treated with Smart Fresh. This time-lapse video shows the changes over 3 months. As you can see, the Smart Fresh apple hasn't changed a bit. Most people don't even realize that the fruit they buy at the grocery store can literally be a year old before it's actually sold, and you wouldn't know the difference. Let's see what the makers of Smart Fresh have to say about their product. They say the active ingredient of Smart Fresh is methyl cyclopropene, or MCP. They describe it as a simple hydrocarbon molecule. Well, that sounds perfectly innocent, doesn't it? A simple hydrocarbon. What could be wrong with that? Well, examples of simple hydrocarbons are as follows: butane, propane, and even hexane. It turns out they're gassing the fruit with petroleum-based products, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they just call it a simple hydrocarbon so that nobody worries about it. Who doesn't like a little diesel with their fruit, right? Their website also states that this can be used with other fruits and vegetables. Yum, yum, yum. Safe and effective for eradicating rodents and the population. If pesticides don't get you, Smart Fresh will, my friends. Smart Fresh is authorized for use with organic foods, because nothing screams organic like spraying hydrocarbons on your fruits and vegetables. And the worst part here is that people are totally unaware. Of course, the makers of Smart Fresh don't actually show you what Smart Fresh is on their website. They do, however, show you pictures of unsuspecting consumers smiling as they eat this nasty cocktail of pesticides and petrochemical additives. And it's all perfectly legal. Imagine eating GMOs that are sprayed with pesticides and then treated with Smart Fresh. What could go wrong there? Not only that, but the makers of Smart Fresh also make other exciting products that can be used before the harvest season. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
In a baby's brain is called ADHD. Sugar in an adult's brain is called dementia and Alzheimer's. Sugar in your eyes is called glaucoma. Sugar in your teeth is called cavities. Sugar on your skin is called aging. Sugar in your sleep is called insomnia. Sugar in your blood is called diabetes. Excess sugar in your system is called cancer. Sugar on Wall Street, it's called billion-dollar industry. Addiction to sugar is 8 times more powerful than cocaine. Know who the real enemy is.
Every idiot knows that fast food's bad for you, but what if I told you that it's worse than you could possibly imagine? The advocacy group Moms Across America recently reported out on a study regarding fast food, and the results are absolutely shocking.
So Moms Across America tested the top 20 fast food brands plus one. We found glyphosate in 100% of them. We found heavy metals, lead and cadmium in 100% of them. We found harmful antibiotics, and we found an aviary contraceptive in, for instance, the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
You may not care if you have fertility issues, but the truth is that's an endocrine disruptor that's going to affect the hormone levels of both boys and girls. And that has a whole cascade of detrimental effects, including things like depression, anxiety, ADHD, hormone imbalance, estrogen dominance, if unchecked, can lead to things like cancer. 85 million Americans eat fast food every single day. So even if you're the person that's making the good choice not to eat fast food, you're still being affected.
That includes our policemen, our teachers, or the people driving next to us on the road. It includes our politicians. Those are high numbers. And we can't run a country and have a successful future with that type of chronic mental illness and physical illness. It is a national homeland security crisis right now, that we do not have safe, non-toxic, nutrient-dense food.
So now it's more important than ever to educate yourself, to support your health and nutrition, to make better choices, and to regularly find ways to detoxify.
An old Italian gentleman lived alone in New Jersey. He wanted to plant his annual tomato garden, but it was very difficult work as the ground was hard. His only son, Vincent, who used to help him, was in prison. The old man wrote a letter to his son, described his predicament. Dear Vincent, I'm feeling pretty sad because it looks like I won't be able to plant my tomato garden this year. I'm just getting too old to be digging up a garden plot. I know if you were here, my troubles would be over. I know you'd be happy to dig the plot for me, like in the old days. Love, Papa. A few days later, he received a letter from his son. Dear Papa, don't dig up that garden. That's where the bodies are buried. Love, Vinny. At 4 a.m. the next morning, FBI agents, local police arrived. They dug up the entire area without finding any bodies. They apologized to the old man and left. That same day, the old man received another letter from his son. Dear Papa, go ahead and plant the tomatoes now. That's the best I could do under the circumstances. Love you, Vinny.
Oh my God.